My friend, listen closely, for this is a truth that can change everything. A chosen one does not walk through this life empty-handed. From the very moment of your creation, the Creator placed within your spirit divine endowments, sacred treasures, unique gifts, and celestial talents that are not merely for survival, but for a life of profound abundance. Too many chosen ones live far below their sacred potential, not because they lack ability, but because they fail to recognize the gold that resides within them. In this message, I want to unveil the 9 powerful gifts that every chosen one carries, gifts that, when understood and activated, can be transmuted into tangible wealth. These are not just spiritual concepts, they are the practical keys to unlocking financial freedom, entrepreneurial success, and generational prosperity. Now, let us explore these 9 gifts that, if wielded correctly, can make a chosen one truly wealthy. 1. The gift of vision. A chosen one possesses the rare and sacred ability to gaze beyond the veil of the present moment, to look past the surface of circumstances, and perceive what others cannot yet recognize. Where most people see only obstacles, barriers, and closed doors, you see shimmering potential, hidden opportunities, and untapped possibilities. This is not ordinary sight. It is foresight. It is the power to imagine what does not yet exist and to hold faith in its reality before it becomes tangible. Wealth in its purest form always begins in the unseen realm. Every thriving empire, every world-changing business, and every great invention was once invisible to the physical eye but vibrantly alive in the imagination of someone who dared to see it. Your vision is a divine compass, pointing toward the treasures of tomorrow that others walk past today. When people laugh, doubt, or dismiss your dreams, it is only because their sight is limited to the world as it is, not as it could be. Guard your vision fiercely, for it is the very seed of all prosperity. To those who carry this gift, imagination becomes a tool of divine transformation, and ideas are the purest form of currency. The wealth you seek is already fully formed within your vision, waiting for the courage of your action to bring it into existence. History has proven that those who could see further than their generation, the visionaries, inventors, leaders, and entrepreneurs, were the very ones who shifted society and attracted wealth beyond measure. You, too, carry this extraordinary ability. If you nurture it, shield it from doubt, and act upon it with unwavering faith, your vision will draw wealth as surely as light draws the dawn. 2. The gift of discipline. Chosen ones are forged with an inner fortitude that allows them to resist fleeting distractions and remain steadfastly committed to their divine path. Discipline is the unbreakable bridge forged between your deepest dreams and their earthly manifestation. It is the silent force that explains why some people achieve greatness while others, equally talented, remain stagnant. Without discipline, vision is nothing more than a beautiful daydream. With discipline, even the smallest of efforts compound into monumental results. Discipline is rarely glamorous. It is often unseen, quiet, and repetitive. It is the sacred habit of saving when everyone else is spending recklessly, the unwavering determination to rise early and work on your goals when others choose to sleep, and the profound ability to say no to short-term pleasures in order to secure long-term glory. Wealth, whether in finances or in influence, does not grow by accident. It multiplies under the watchful eye of discipline. Think of discipline as a sacred seed planted in the soil of your daily habits. When watered with consistency, it grows into a mighty tree of prosperity. Many dream of wealth, but few achieve it because they lack the discipline to follow through. The chosen one, however, carries this as a divine endowment. You are equipped with the strength to remain consistent even when motivation fades. When applied to your finances, this gift is unparalleled. Saving diligently, investing wisely, avoiding the chains of unnecessary debt, and mastering your impulses all create cascading streams of abundance. Discipline is the divine engine that turns potential into profit and possibilities into possessions. It is what separates those who almost succeed from those who truly achieve. If you master discipline, you will discover that wealth is not a matter of luck, but a direct result of consistency and sacred self-control. 3. The gift of influence. There is an undeniable gravity to your presence. People listen to you, sometimes without fully understanding why. There is an energy you carry, an authority that commands attention, a weight in your words that makes others pause and consider. Influence is one of the greatest currencies on earth, often more valuable than money itself. Because while money can open some doors, influence opens all doors. Influence is the reason why certain individuals ascend rapidly in business, leadership, or creative spaces. It is not always about what you know, but about the profound impact your very being has on others. The chosen one's influence is natural. It flows from a wellspring of authenticity, charisma, and spiritual authority. People are drawn to you not just because of what you say, but because of who you are. This influence, when cultivated with intention, can be transformed into tangible streams of wealth. In today's world, influence shapes entire industries, from leaders who guide nations to entrepreneurs who build global movements to content creators who impact millions through a screen. If you learn to channel your influence through leadership, communication, or various platforms, you create opportunities that money alone could never purchase. Influence builds trust, and trust is the bedrock of all wealth. But with great influence comes great responsibility. When you carry this gift, you must wield it with wisdom. The wrong influence can mislead, but the right influence can empower, inspire, and transform lives. Remember, people don't just buy products, they invest in trust. They align with energy. They follow influence. As a chosen one, your wealth is not just in what you own, but in your ability to move hearts, shift minds, and lead others toward their own transformation. Influence, if guided by divine purpose, will draw resources, partnerships, and wealth effortlessly into your orbit. 4. The gift of endurance. Most people begin a journey with excitement but halt when challenges arise. They surrender at the first sign of resistance, but chosen ones are built differently. Endurance is your divine stamina, the ability to continue to persist, to push forward long after others have abandoned the path. This gift is priceless in the pursuit of wealth, because true success is never instant. Every business will face seasons of struggle. Every dream will encounter resistance. Every goal will be tested by delay. Endurance is the sacred secret that separates those who quit from those who are destined to win. While others view storms as signals to retreat, you see them as training grounds to strengthen your spirit. Endurance makes you unshakable. It allows you to fail and still rise, to face rejection and still move forward, and to endure the discomfort of sacrifice while awaiting the reward of abundance. Fortune favors the persistent. Think of history's wealthiest individuals. Not all of them were the smartest or the most talented, but they were the ones who endured when others surrendered. Endurance transforms temporary setbacks into powerful stepping stones, and each storm you survive becomes irrefutable proof that wealth must eventually bow to your persistence. As a chosen one, this gift allows you to outlast competitors, survive seasons of drought, and remain standing until the divine opportunity for a breakthrough arrives. Your ability to keep moving forward, even when exhausted, ensures that doors of prosperity will eventually open. Wealth is rarely handed to the impatient. It is bestowed upon those who endure long enough to claim it. If you embrace this gift, nothing in this world can truly defeat you. 5. The gift of wisdom. Wisdom is far more than the mere possession of information. In today's world, knowledge is everywhere, on bookshelves, online, and in classrooms. But wisdom is exceedingly rare. It is the divine ability to take knowledge and apply it with precision at the right time. Many people know much but accomplish little because they lack the spiritual discernment to guide their actions. Chosen ones are graced with divine wisdom, the kind that surpasses human understanding and allows you to see beyond the surface of decisions. This wisdom becomes the unshakable foundation of wealth, because every breakthrough you desire will require wise choices. Wealth does not come only from hard work. It comes from knowing when to act, where to invest, whom to trust, and how to steward what you already possess. Wisdom protects you from catastrophic loss and multiplies what you gain. Consider this: how many people win the lottery and lose it all within years? It was not money they lacked, but wisdom. On the other hand, there are people who begin with very little but, through a series of wise choices, grow their wealth consistently over time. Wisdom turns small resources into lasting abundance. For the chosen one, wisdom is both practical and spiritual. It can whisper, "Not yet," when a deal looks tempting on the surface, and it can nudge you to move now when a divine opportunity arises. It can guide you to avoid destructive relationships and align with those who elevate your destiny. Every wealthy individual you admire has used wisdom, whether consciously or unconsciously, to navigate their journey. If you cultivate and trust this divine gift, wisdom will not only bring you wealth, it will preserve it for generations to come. 6. The gift of creativity. Chosen ones often think in ways the world cannot comprehend. While others follow established patterns, you create new ones. Creativity is your divine fingerprint, the ability to think differently, solve problems uniquely, and imagine solutions that others have completely overlooked. In a world that constantly hungers for innovation, creativity is wealth. Every piece of transcendent art, every groundbreaking technology, and every business model that transforms society was born from a spark of creativity. This gift makes you a danger to mediocrity because it ensures you will never be trapped by conformity. Creativity is not limited to the arts. It extends into business, relationships, problem-solving, leadership, and every facet of innovation. When you harness this gift, you position yourself as someone irreplaceable, someone whose ideas carry immense value. Money always follows creativity because the world is willing to pay for what is fresh, useful, and original. The chosen one's creativity gives birth to originality. Whether you are inventing something new, redesigning something old, or simply offering a fresh perspective, your creativity ensures you will never remain broke for long. But this gift must be nurtured. It thrives in environments of curiosity, learning, and openness. Guard it from the fear of criticism, because what others may call strange is often the very thing that produces wealth. Many of the world's richest individuals were once mocked for their ideas, yet their creativity revolutionized industries. If you honor this gift, it will provide not just income, but influence, freedom, and lasting impact. Creativity is the chosen one's golden mind, limitless, renewable, and deeply rewarding. 7. The gift of spiritual intuition. There is an inner voice, a gentle whisper, a deep knowing that cannot be explained by logic but must be trusted implicitly. Chosen ones are blessed with spiritual intuition, the ability to sense what others cannot. This gift is your internal compass, guiding you away from paths of destruction and pointing you toward opportunities that lead to divine profit. Many people make financial and business decisions based purely on logic, and while logic has its place, it is limited by past data and visible facts. Spiritual intuition allows you to see beyond numbers and statistics, into the unseen realm of alignment, timing, and energetic flow. Sometimes it comes as a gut feeling that warns you not to sign a contract that looks perfect on paper, only to later discover it would have been a disaster. Other times, it manifests as a sudden, unshakable conviction to pursue an idea that others dismiss, only for that idea to open unimaginable doors. This gift saves you years of mistakes, financial losses, and unnecessary struggles. Spiritual intuition is wealth's silent partner. It not only guides you toward profit, but also protects you from traps cleverly disguised as opportunities. Many of the world's most successful individuals credit their success not only to brilliant strategy, but also to that unexplainable intuition, the inner voice that directed their crucial steps. For the chosen one, this gift is even more potent because it is divinely aligned with your purpose. Trust it. Do not second-guess it. The world will call it instinct. You know it is so much more. When you follow this sacred gift, You walk in divine timing, and wealth flows more easily into your life because you are never where you are not meant to be. 8. The gift of service. True chosen ones carry the heart of a servant. This may seem ordinary, but in reality, it is the very foundation of all lasting wealth. The world rewards problem solvers. Every successful business, every life-changing invention, and every valuable innovation exists because someone served a need, solved a problem, or made life better for others. Service is the invisible magnet that attracts prosperity. The greater your service, the greater your reward. Wealth is simply the natural echo of the value you provide, a byproduct of how many people you impact and how deeply you solve their needs. When you use your skills, gifts, and talents in service to others, you open streams of abundance that never run dry. The chosen one's service goes beyond mere obligation. It is fueled by genuine compassion and a deep desire to make a difference. This is why it creates not only wealth but also a legacy. Service builds trust, and trust builds empires. Consider the greatest companies in the world. Their immense wealth is rooted in service, whether through technology, healthcare, education, or entertainment. When you embrace this gift, you stop chasing money and start solving problems, and in return, money chases you. Service also multiplies your impact far beyond the financial. When you serve, you touch lives in ways that outlast any profit. You leave behind not just riches, but memories, gratitude, and honor. The chosen one's service creates both earthly wealth and heavenly reward. If you cultivate this gift, your financial life will never be barren, for service guarantees relevance, and relevance guarantees wealth. 9. The gift of resilience. Resilience is the chosen one's unbreakable spirit. It is the ability to rise again after every fall, to rebuild after every loss, and to keep moving forward when life has knocked you flat. Most people collapse under the weight of failure. They interpret one setback as a final verdict. But you, chosen one, are different. Resilience flows through your veins like unquenchable fire. It makes you undefeatable because no matter how many times you are struck down, you will rise again, stronger and wiser than before. This gift is one of the greatest attractors of wealth because the road to true success is paved with failures, rejections, and disappointments. Resilience ensures that none of these defeats can ever define you. Instead, each setback becomes a lesson, each rejection becomes a redirection, and each failure becomes a classroom of invaluable wisdom. Wealth always favors those who do not give up. Think of every great success story. The millionaire entrepreneurs, the groundbreaking inventors, the transformative leaders. They all faced countless failures before their victory. Their defining difference was resilience. Resilience allows you to keep knocking until the door of opportunity opens, to keep building until the structure stands firm, and to keep sowing until the harvest comes. The chosen one may stumble, but you will never stay down. This gift ensures that your financial story will not end in lack but in glorious abundance, because resilience guarantees continuation, and continuation guarantees a breakthrough. When others see dead ends, you see detours. When others quit, you try one more time. This is why wealth will always find its way to you. Resilience is the chosen one's divine guarantee of victory. So, my friend, these are the 9 sacred gifts of a chosen one that can be transformed into real, lasting wealth. They are already inside you, waiting to be fully unlocked and activated. You do not need to beg for opportunities. Simply use the gifts you have been given, and the world will reward you generously. Remember, true wealth is not just about money. It is about becoming the highest version of yourself and creating value that endures for generations. Thank you for watching.